so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much. We have been shouting and crying so that the whole world will hear our voice. It is not that they're going to rescue us. It is not that they're going to give us freedom. It is not that they're going to free us. We want them to hear our voice so that when we take action, when we move, nobody will say they didn't see what was happening. Nobody will say they didn't see the reason why we moved. Nobody will say they didn't know the reason why we took the action we took. My fellow Biafrans, it is high time to take up your identity. It is no longer time to pretend. It is no longer time to pretend. It is high time we take up our identity. This time, take up your identity and be whom you are. You don't need to change your name to get a job. You don't need to change your religion to get a job. You don't need to disguise yourself for you to get what you want. You must not apply trick and scam unnecessarily for you to secure whatever you want. I saw one of our sisters from Edo State making a video of how her container was seized. Container that she cleared from the wharf, bringing that container to Edo State. In Edo State, another group of customs seized it, and they refused to give it to her. The only time they began to consider to give it to her, it was when she pretended to be a Muslim and she went to pray with them in the mosque. That was the only time they gave her the green light to free the container. And finally, she paid little amount and they gave her the container. How long will you continue on that kind of a life? How long? How long are you going to continue on such kind of an evil life? How long shall we continue to be? How long shall we continue to do that? The time has come for us to rise up. Rise up and pick up your identity. Go for whom you are. Be whom you are. Request for your freedom. Move for it. Go for it. Take it. Don't beg for it. I say, do not beg for your freedom. When we hear about freedom, we hear about fighting for freedom. You can never hear people writing about begging for freedom. Nobody begs for freedom. Nobody begs for freedom. What you'll be hearing in books, or people that write books, and people that read, any place you see people they talk about fighting for your freedom. It is a fight. And not until you are ready to fight, you cannot be free. Until you are ready to fight for your freedom, you can't be free. And if anybody tells you that it's coming cheap, freedom doesn't come cheap. Because in fights, so many things happen. In fights, people lose their life. In fights, people get injury. In fights, people lose their properties. In fights, so many things go wrong. You must prepare your mind for what is coming. You must prepare your mind. Because we cannot continue in this vicious cycle anymore. We will not. We have waited for a very long time. And at this time that we're in, we can no longer continue to go through that path anymore. No. We have to take our freedom in our hands. We need to fight this battle and win it. We cannot transfer this battle to our unborn children. We cannot transfer it to the next generation. We have to fight this battle in this generation so that the people that will come after us, we have a life. So the people that will come after us, we have a life. They can have a nation. They can have something to build on. They can live like humans. It will be so sad for those who are going to leave this world to come and begin to fight again, to begin to hide, begin to pretend whom they are not, to begin to change their names and identity just because they want to get a job, just because you want to pass exam, just because you want to get admission, you change your name. Because you want to get an admission, you change your name. Even though when you are educated with all your past, you can't get admission except you change your name. You are applying for a job. In that job, you are the most qualified. You know it yourself that you are the most qualified, but yet you cannot get that job. simply because of your name and your religion. You won't get that job. You come to the airport, you'll be embarrassed and abused simply because of your name, the passport. You travel abroad. As soon as you land in a foreign country, once you see your passport, you pass through a thorough check. You pass through a lot of dehumanization and insult simply because of where you're coming from. How long will you continue on that path? How long shall you continue on that path? How long? How long shall you continue to be part of a country whereby the passport alone makes you a criminal? Seeing the passport alone makes you a fraudster. And this is something that's happening on a daily basis. The funniest thing is that it happens even to the diplomats. Even to their diplomats. It happens even to their diplomats. Just that green passport alone makes you a suspect. It makes you a criminal. It makes you a fraudster. You can go to jail just because of that very passport. People lose their life just because of that very passport. People lose businesses because of that very passport. People are beaten up. They lose their eyes and lose part of their body because of that very passport. How long are you going to continue on that path? How long? Is it not high time you move away and create a nation that is going to accommodate humans? When we talk about the breakup of the Confederation called Nigeria, it is not out of hate. It is not out of hate. It is not out of hate. It is out of love. It is out of love. Out of love. That is why we are asking for the breakup. Love for every indigenous tribe. Love for every indigenous tribe to grow at their own space, to grow in their own speed, to attend to any heights they want to attend to build themselves and secure themselves, build their borders and protect their borders. It is not out of wickedness. We are not asking for a breakup because of our resources. No, it is not because of our resources. We are not asking for a breakup because of your mere marginalization. No, it is not because of it. We are asking for a breakup because we want to save life. Every indigenous tribe, more especially the Biafrans, have become an endangered species in a country that is supposed to be theirs. How do you manage that? How have you been made an endangered species in your own country? In your own country, you have been made an endangered species. How are you going to succeed? Today, everybody is fighting for their life in that contraption. Everybody is fighting for their life. To show you how evil it is, when we tell you that the federal government of Nigeria is sponsoring terrorism, you don't believe it. During the election, did you hear any attack of the Boko Haram? During the election, did you hear any kidnap or attack of the Boko Haram? You never had any. But as soon as they finish their selection, they have resumed the attack. They have resumed attack. They have arrived back in Abuja. Kidnapping have resumed in Abuja. Taking of life and property have resumed in Abuja. People have started losing their lives and property again. Attack has started. Complaints of attacks have started coming from east, west, north, and south.
And it will continue happening. Let them not just think, saying, maybe it will stop. It will continue happening now because our people are not learning any lesson from what happening to them or what is happening around them. They are not learning until they start to come back home. I saw it. They kidnap and kill somebody. And up to now, you can't hear it in the social media and their news. They can't give it. Rather, they are busy focusing people to be going to court and court to throw the case out. That is what they are saying. But these people are losing the attack. For them to know that Nigeria government is terrorist and the terrorist is Nigeria government. US that are complaining, is it not because of the thing affecting their personal interest somehow? Because they thought that Buhari will keep the agreement, the gentleman agreement. They don't know that Buhari is a jihadist, a hardcore jihadist. He come to fulfill the Islamization of Ottoman Danfodo. So that the Buhari is a gentleman that can allow them business to go in as usual. They don't know. That is why the thing they start to complain, because this election now is a disgrace for all of them. all the whole foreign observers that come here to observe, can't you see how they are behaving? They are behaving because the thing is not what they expect, it's what they see. Fulani terrorists have taken over Nigeria. There's nothing anybody can do. The only thing that can stop it is disintegration of Nigeria. Everybody go their separate way. There is nothing, and if they continue to delay, immediately these people will lay hand in treasure, because what they are looking for now is economy. Once they don't lay hand in economic now, get finance. My brother, the next place they will attack is US. And some journalists are complaining about that, and they are looking like, say, how is it going to happen? The next place they will attack is US. And they will remember that there's a lot of people that are warning them. Prophet and people are talking about it if they continue to delay. Because what they're expecting, maybe I don't know whether they're expecting where they can sell their arms. Maybe if there's any region that are fighting against themselves or doing one thing or the other, they will start supplying arms and do all kinds of illegal business. But Chukwuka will not allow such a thing to happen this time around. It will be against our enemy. Why we will be comforted by him? Honestly. Go on, my brother.
Thank you, my beloved brother. Thank you, my brother. We are rounding up on the program. I'm rounding up so that I can be able to get to other issues I want to conduct on today. So let's round up finally to fellow Biafrans who have been joining us from the beginning. No matter how they try to stop us, we will continue to send out this message so that people will hear. We will continue to sensitize Biafran. Please, as you are here, share the broadcast to other people. I know that Facebook is kicking people out. They kick people out from the program. Facebook don't send a notification. They are trying to hold us down, but as long as we remain alive as Biafrans, they can't stop us. As long as we are preaching the right message, except we are lying, except we are not sincere to ourselves. As long as we are speaking from the bottom of our heart and speaking the truth, they can never stop us. Our message will go to go wide. Chukwu Okikabian will breathe into the word that we have spoken, and it will get to everybody. My beloved brother Solomon, please give your closing remarks so that we can be able to round up the program.
My brothers are all over the world. I thank Chukwu Okikabian who made it possible for us today to see today. Even most of us still at their working place. One thing I'm continuing encouraging, that we are emphasizing every day on social media, telling people is that it is good for you to know who you are, first of all. When you know who you are, you now know the reason why you are here.
Yes.
And what you are about to do. Because if you don't know who you are, you wouldn't know the reason why you are here. Most of us have opportunity to travel to white man country. Yes, Chukwuka granted that access. Even most of us pass through difficult way, but Chukwuka grant them as successful movement, and they are there doing well. There is the reason why Chukwuka allow you to be there. Don't deny yourself that once you have gotten what you are looking for, after all, Biafra, this and that, in Nigeria, don't deny yourself. Anybody that deny himself completely, because the spirit of your forefathers will deny you too, because denying yourself is like denying your forefathers, your ancestors. So no one on this planet that deny himself and succeed. I have not seen anybody that deny himself on this planet and succeed. Nobody. So if you like, heed to the warning. If you don't like, it's up to you. But one thing I know, that I have chosen my own path to pray for in this struggle, that my name will be written in book of record, that I'm among those that are crying, campaigning, fighting to make sure that unborn generation will not suffer like us. Thank you all. May God continue to protect our leader, our spokesperson, ESN, all the formidable force, Liberation Army, those that are making their effort to make sure that we will get this in this year. May Chukwuka continue to protect each and every one of us. He is there forever and ever.
He said, thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for your contribution. I appreciate you for always giving me a support here, giving me a helping hand. Each day I come online, you're always there. May Chukwuka continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. May he provide for your family, continue to protect you. No weapon of the enemy shall come close to you. Thank you so much, my brother. Stay blessed.
So thank you, mother. Thank you.
So my fellow Biafra friends, I appreciate every one of you who have been watching from the beginning to the end. Wherever you are watching us from, somebody is trying to join the broadcast. If you want to join, I'm always running on, but I can say allow you to join. If you want to join the broadcast, please kindly keep your phone this way. Keep your phone like this and make sure that your rotation is on. keep your phone this way and make sure rotation is on so that you can make a contribution before I round up. Somebody is trying to come into the program. I have accepted you. Keep your phone this way and click your rotation on. That is the only way you can be able to join the broadcast. So as I was saying, every Biafran that is watching this program today, wherever you are watching from, please, and welcome. Thank you for joining. Onyema. Onyema, thank you for joining. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, brother.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining. I'm always rounding up before you came in. So speak to Biafrans. Let's hear your point of view before I close up.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is, just as you can see, displayed there. I'm actually calling from the land of the rising sun.
You're welcome.
And I just thank everyone, all the reliable people who are onto this course, especially our spokesperson, Mazi Solomon Epa, and our dear leader, Madike himself. I just want to speak a bit on what we have been saying and what all of us have been clamoring for. So, I'm sorry, for speaking someone. So, my fellow Biafrans, I want to thank everybody for our resilience. I want to thank you, Sonia Parawa, for all the good job you have been doing. I want to thank all the mothers, all the media warriors of the autopilot. I just want to say that regardless of whatever is going on now, except the blind that have not been able to see the green light of this our new nation, everything you see playing out in the city today is a result of that very mission. Sometimes it could come as a disappointment, but in this guys, it is for good. It's all good for us.
Yes.
So we that are here, we have won, and we continue to enlighten those who are yet to join the ship to make sure that we all pull this together. I understand very briefly that many people who are really valid, really valid human beings are trying to fall out of this ship. And I want to inform all of us that anybody that falls out of this ship will ever regret doing so.
Absolutely.
Because we are at the tail end. We are almost 95% into Biafra.
Yes.
And with what is playing out every now and then, we have seen that everything of Amadike has continued to say, all his prophecies have actually come to pass,
yes,
except one. And that one must surely come to pass this year. And that is the restoration of the Biafra. You see, I want to encourage, especially our spokesperson. Many forces are against him. I know that. I also know how strong he is, physically and mentally, especially. Because without his mental toughness, we won't be here today. So, and I want to thank you, especially you, Asorock Parawa, for your intensive job that you're doing and you continue to do. You guys have actually made this very cause a noble one, and you have made it be in the mind of all living, even the children in Biafra land today, they are all aware of this. And I was speaking to one of my brethren, and he said, how are we sure that if our leader comes back, he will still continue with this? But at the last time, I said, do you even think that if our leader wants to come out today, he can come out? If our leader wants to come out today, he will just decline, the struggle. Once he does that, come out today. Nobody is holding our leader. The only thing holding our leader is our flag.
Exactly.
You understand? He is staying there with our flag.
That's right.
And the Fulani is very much pretty aware that giving him to come out is free. And any day you see our leader, we leave. From that day, all of us will rejoice, for the kingdom has come. So, if anybody is thinking that our leader is going to come out and decide to, and I want to assure us that the reason why our leader has ever given up is because of us. You know, because everything we are doing, especially with the autopilot, everything we are doing here is already aware of everything we are doing. And information is getting from our actions and everything we are doing out there. He is happy with us, very much happy with us. And that's not really, he cannot come back at this time. And he will continue to be there because of us. He will here today that all of us are falling apart, that we are no more in the struggle, or at least I will just give up. But because of us, we continue to resist the enemy. All the offers given to him, he rejected them to make sure that we become a free person, that free people once again. So I want to urge all of us to continue with what we are doing, continue with the good job, continue with our preaching. Those that are yet to join the board to quickly do so that we can move this to the permanent side, where we all can rejoice and have our time and our nation restored. So thank you so much. Thank everybody who are on this course, and let's go Kadama, continue to guide and protect us now and forever. Thank you.
You say thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you. Thank you so much for your contribution. May Chukwu continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you wherever you are. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your contributions. So, my fellow Biafrans, we have been able to do justice to the broadcast today. We have come a long way. I appreciate every one of you that have been patient from the beginning to the end. I thank you for being there. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for reaching out. I say, may Chukwu be my guide and protect every one of you. I thank more especially my sister on the comment section, Obi. Obi, I appreciate you so much for your contributions you were making on the comment section, making some wonderful contributions. Every one of us have a role to play. As you are commenting on the comment section, making points, you are equally doing your own evangelism. This very platform is for every one of us. You have the right to come in, make your contributions, send your comments and all that. All those things are things we have to do to make sure that we engage in this radical evangelism. We cannot continue to allow them to tell our story. It is we that will tell our story. Your enemy can never tell your story to favor you, except when you decide to tell your own story. That is when the truth will be heard. That is why we must take up our story and tell our story to the world. That is what we are doing here on a daily basis. No matter how they try to hold us and stop us, they can't stop us. Today, you can see the frustration in that contraption called Nigeria. A lot of frustration. Frustration is so much that people are committing suicide. Something that is not heard of before. Suicide is not part of the Zoological Republic. It's not African. Committing suicide is not African, let alone being something you can see in Biafra land. It doesn't happen. But the nature of things that are happening today have forced people to engage in suicide missions. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect every one of us. Any place you're watching me from, if you're watching from Biafra land, you're watching from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, whichever part of the world you're watching from, I say, may Chukwu continue to guide you and protect you. May Chukwu guide and protect all the Biafran people, all the Oduduwan people, all the Middle Beltans. Anyone that is genuinely seeking for freedom, you will see freedom in your lifetime. May Chukwu guide and protect our ESN. Our ESN, the men on the ground that are fighting for you and I. Our Liberation Army. May Chukwu guide and protect them, defend them, and give them maximum protection and security. No weapon of the enemy shall penetrate them. May Chukwu guide and protect all our media warriors. All our media warriors and their families. May Chukwu guide and protect them. All the Umuada and their families. May Chukwu guide and protect them. Our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, we commit him once again into the hand of Chukwu Kabiama. As Chukwu Kabiama have kept him to add 1 year into his years, he will continue to keep him. He will continue to keep him. And as he has added more years into his years, that is how he has added more strength into him. That is where he has added more wisdom into him. As he's increasing in wisdom, as he's increasing in age, he increases in wisdom, he increases in strength, he increases in favor, he increases in all ramifications of life. May Chukwu build a wall of fire around him. No weapon of the enemy shall penetrate him, both physical and spiritual. I commit our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, into the hand of Chukwu Kabiama. May Chukwu Kabiama continue to guide and protect our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano. Continue to secure him. Continue to give him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Continue to inspire him and empower him. Continue to be with him all the days of his life. Wherever he is, no weapon formed or fashioned against him shall prosper. Any poison that have been injected into his body will never function. May Chukwu continue to send doctors spiritually to continue to minister to Mazen Nandekano wherever he is. May Chukwu continue to keep him. Bring him back to us very soon. Very soon he will come with us and he's going to lift the flag of Biafra high. Very soon. We will sing the national anthem of Biafra together with Mazen Nandekano, lifting the flag high very, very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazen Simon shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazen Nandekano shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining me on this broadcast. I will see you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Kabiama. Bye-bye.